to the vet. I had to put that cat in that travel cage. I had to ram him in so hard it looked like a fucking platypus by the time we got there. We get to the vet takes the cat, walks him into the back. Mum and I follow. I tried looking sad in the car, but she wasn't paying attention. We get in. As we get to the door, my mum leans to me and she goes, "Pay attention." What? You know when someone says something, you go, "Was that to me? Who are you talking?" I didn't because when will I ever need that skill set again? All right. So I just followed her in, and I was standing next to her, and I was being sad for her. And I even did the seance. But my mum was really annoyed with me for some reason, and she kept going, I didn't know what that meant. And then every time I looked at her, she I still didn't know what that meant. Then my mum got so pissed, she said to me in Afrikaans, so that the vet wouldn't understand, she goes, "Go and stand on the other side of the vet and pay attention." Now, I said that in English. You don't suddenly speak Afrikaans. I don't want you to think that we had this bond now. This weird trauma bond that now you speak an additional language. I did this so everyone can understand. So I then stood on the other side of the vet, which I didn't understand because I was just saying arsehole and elbows on this side. I was no good to her at all. She looks at me, she looked a little bit happier. The vet grabs the cat and starts squeezing its asshole, and shit popped out of that cat. In that moment, I regretted not floating the bucket idea. So I'm like, how are we killing this cat? They are literally squeezing the shit out of him. Yeah, I was pretty upset when I saw it. Full disclosure, I blacked out a little bit. I didn't even know that I blacked out a little bit because it was one of those things, you know, when you fall asleep on the plane, but you don't know you're asleep till you hear. It was one of those scenarios, but when I came back in the room, it was like that. And I tell you, that cat was matching my energy. He was not into it either. Like, I'd say even less into it than me. Like, we were not liking what was happening to his butthole. And I don't want to come across as a hero here, but I was about to rip that vet off that cat. Like, I was going to step in. Like, and then he just dabbed his little asshole with a little handkerchief, which I'm pretty sure he put in his pocket after. I didn't see where it went, but I didn't see it again. Then he put the cat back in the travel cage, and can I just tell you, that cat went willingly. Not a tense muscle left in him. He's like, I'll go. He then got back in the cage, and the vet looks at my mum, he goes, I'll see you in 6 weeks, and walks out. I couldn't believe it. My mum looks at me, she goes, did you see? Did I see? I said, Mum, that's a core memory for me now. Next time I'm on a plane and I'm not allowed to go on my phone, I'm going to be seeing that in high def over and over. I go, that was a lot. And she goes, did you pay attention? I go, to everything. And I tell you what, we're going to the police right now. I'm not letting that pervert touch another pet as long as I can help it. My mum said, so where was he squeezing? I go, right in the asshole. She goes, I told you to pay attention. Like, if the cat's butthole was a clock, what time was he squeezing? I said, I think it was a digital clock. I was shocked. She goes, this is disappointing. I told you to pay attention because I think we can do this at home. No! Fuck no! I said, you're not doing this at my home. I said, let's not penny pinch on this one. I'm happy to pay for a brand new asshole for this cat. We can get an arsehole transplant for this cat. You don't hear about it often, but you can get it done. Like there's a lot of cyclist assholes on the road now. Because they fall so hard, their assholes just fall out, and you can get one of those. They're pretty tight. I was fucking shocked. We went back home in silence. Like, I did not. We got home, and the kids were so stoked to see that cat. It was on the down low. I did tell the kids, say goodbye to this cat. You're never seeing it again. And when we're gone, get rid of the bucket and let the carpet guy in. So when we got home, the kids are so happy. My daughter's like, it's a miracle. She says, I want to be a vet one day. I went, no, you don't. No, you don't. I said, you get freaked out when you see the goldfish float around with that bit of poop behind him. And can we just agree? Come on, goldfish, fucking snap it off already. They must have the weakest assholes on the planet. It's like the week after Mardi Gras. Come on, man, snap it. I shudder to think what a vet would have done to a goldfish in that scenario. Holy shit. Quickly make some noise. Any vets in the room tonight? No, because they're at home washing their hands.